This is a 2017 on a 17 registration Audi A5 S Line. It is the 2-litre TFSI petrol engine, which is quite important for a lot of people. Most of these are actually 2-litre diesels, but this is a petrol with 188 horsepower and also the S-tronic automatic gearbox. It's a lovely car in particular in that it's got some nice options on top of a standard S-Line A5, such as things like a virtual cockpit, which in our opinion Audi did the best virtual cockpits out there, so you can have it as a full map or you know, your phone, music, radio, whatever you want it to be. It's got privacy glass, electric, fully electric seats, which again, not many of these have electric seats, LED headlights and some front and rear parking sensors, but we'll go around it and I'll talk you around some of the bits as we're going around. So as I just mentioned, starting at the front, it's got the LED headlights, which have a nice daytime running light as well. So it stands out nicely when you're driving down the road. You've got Audi's sort of signature big grille across the front here, and then front parking sensors, which they integrate quite nicely all around the front bumper as well. And obviously being the S-Line, it's got a slightly sportier style to it than a standard car. The car's finished in Mythos Black paintwork with the black interior as well, which we'll come to in a second. And it's got 18-inch full silver alloy wheels, which I think are very nice. They're a metallic silver as well, so they're not just a flat, dull wheel. They're quite a shiny, good-looking wheel. You've got the S-Line badge on the front wing here, which again just lets everybody know it's an S-Line. And as I mentioned before, the privacy glass from the back quarter onwards, so it just stops people from looking. And if you are keeping stuff in the back, you may well be. I'll show you inside in here as well, so you can get a look at the interior. So you've got this sort of suede to the middle of the seats and then half leather on the outside. And as I mentioned, fully electric seats as well, with the illuminated S-door tread plates. And then again, that sort of suede theme continues on the door cards here in the middle behind the handle, and then leather for the actual armrest bit if you like. I'll just pull the door to. Coming around the back of the car, again the privacy glass continues in the back window there, and because it's the 2-litre TFSI, you've got these dual exit on either side exhaust pipes, so it just gives it a sort of sporty look with the silver diffuser down here and the honeycomb finish just in there. And then, as I mentioned, the parking sensors across the back as well. If you have a look in the boot, it's a very deep boot. Being the coupe, it's a very deep boot as well. And the rear seats do fold down via these levers here, so it's quite nice and easy to do. Then you've got, obviously, spare wheel under there, and you could store stuff under there if you wanted to as well, but it's a big enough boot anyway. Coming round to the driver's side, again, you can just see in the sun the metallic in the paint. It's a lovely looking colour. And then in the driver's side, obviously you've got heated door mirrors as well, so if it's frosty in the mornings, they will very quickly defrost. All the electric windows as well. And as I mentioned before, electric seats. I'll just jump in the car now. Automatic headlights here. Multi-function steering wheel. It's a full circle steering wheel, but the car's also got cruise control, which is on a lever behind here, and you can see the virtual cockpit that I mentioned earlier. Keyless start, so as long as my foot's on the brake I can just fire it straight up. I'll just make sure. So if I show you here, if I flick through these menus, I can have this map in full sort of screen map. So if you're using the car's sat nav, then you can use that there. Alternatively, you've got this big screen in the middle here, which also shows the sat nav obviously, but it's also got Apple CarPlay, so I can plug my phone in and it will display Waze, Google Maps, whatever else I might be using. You've got the beautiful frameless mirror there as well. Heated seats, which is quite nice, and dual zone climate control, so different temperatures between. It's also got Audi's Drive Select, so there's a dynamic mode, a comfort mode, an efficiency mode, and you can configure an individual mode as well. And then another nice feature is under the armrest here, you've got a wireless phone charger, so you can just place your phone on there whilst you're driving. And if you've got it plugged in on the Apple CarPlay, you can hide it away nicely there as well. But yeah, it's a beautiful place to be, lovely car to drive, and the petrol engine's so quiet and just smooth to operate. It's much smoother than a diesel equivalent. It's nice, and again, obviously all ULEZ compliant, etc. as a result of that. But I'll jump back out the car now. The car's got a full service history as well, and it's ready to go. It's a beautiful example. We would put a fresh MOT on it for you as well, so you'll have a year of cost-free motoring. It's covered 32,000 miles. as I mentioned, full service history, and it's a beautiful example, great looking car in the S Line specification. I hope the video's helped. My name's Ben. Thank you very much for watching.